Kenneth R. Kratz, got a question for you. Is that offer to collaborate on a project with Stephen Avery still open? Well, if it is, I think I might be able to talk Stephen Avery into a collaboration project with you on the Teresa Maria Halbach missing persons case. Ken, is that offer still open? Well, if it is, let's see. Well, first off, you're going to need to have a collaboration contract with Stephen Avery. You sign it, Stephen signs it. There you go. Non-disclosure, of course. Okay. Now, have that. But in order for me to convince Stephen, Mr. Avery, to enter into a contract with you, there has to be a few ground rules, okay? Well, how about this? Consider this. There we go. Consider this. How would you like to collaborate with Stephen Avery on a screenplay of a mock trial, Stephen Avery's and you? Huh? Yeah. I think I can get him to do that. Now, what it is that we're going to rent a judge. Yeah, you can rent a judge. And Stephen Avery will plead his case. And you plead the case. You already did the case, right? But you were against, let's see, Johnson and Loy and Buting and Strang, you know. No Johnson, no Loy, no Buting, no Strang, and even no Zellner. Yeah, just Steve. Okay? Yeah. So it's just you and just Steve and a rent-a judge. How's that sound to you? You screenplay it out first, write it down a screenplay. I'll take care of the screenplay, that's all right with you. And type up a mock trial. And we'll produce it. There you go. It's you, the prosecutor, special prosecutor, and, well, Stephen Avery, just this junkyard dog. Doesn't know shit about the law. Huh? Think you'll win? Well, here's some ground rules. You talked about Stephen Avery being truthful, tell the truth, right? Right. Well, when we rent a judge, understand that the judge is in fact a judge. And you, sir, are not protected as a prosecutor in an official capacity in this mock trial. You see, you're just you. You can't use your lawyership. You're just you. And what this means is that you're not shielded from prosecution. So if you present to the court a document, a statement that is untrue and can be proven to be untrue, then you could be charged with perjury. Okay? Filing false documentation. And that would be for real. For real. Okay? Not mock. Because everything that we get out of the mock trial can and will be used to get you in a court of law. Okay? Do you like my rules, Ken? Just be honest, okay? Just be honest, Ken. And Stephen will be honest too. He will be honest. Okay? And in this mock trial, we're going to actually walk through the case. How did Teresa get from her vehicle to the back door? Oh, okay. In 2 different pen color writings. Okay, whatever. Written 2 different times. One time with 2 different pens. Anyway. And we're going to go through the bedroom scene. And we're going to go through dragging. We're going to go through every scenario that was presented in court in Stephen Avery's trial. Brendan Dassey's too. Throw that in. Okay? Be honest. Be honest. And we're going to test the feasibility, the physical feasibility of this. And we're going to find out just how much fire it takes to burn a pig of the same size as Teresa Halbach, same weight range. Okay? With the fuel that we have. You want to go for it? You want to test out your theory of the murder in real, actual, in-field, show me how it's done format. And we'll go out to Avery's. We'll do it all right there. We'll reenact the crime. Okay? Got that? Now, the other thing is, do you want to sign a document with Stephen Avery and present the evidence, the exhibits in the court of law? Rent a court, but court just the same. And we'll have court right there in the turnaround. Okay, we'll hold court. We'll hold court on Stephen Avery's deck. Okay? That's where we can hold court at. We can hold court anywhere. We'll clean out the garage. Hold court in the garage. We'll hold court on the line. Okay? Yeah, we can do that. We can create a stage right there and invite guests. And we'll do it in real time and show everybody how it actually went down. Now, here's a couple of things. 1, nobody found Teresa Marie Halbach's bones in Stephen Avery's burn pit. How does that sound to you, Kratz? See, it's one thing to say it. Oh, we found bones in the fire pit. Yeah? Do you have pictures of those bones in the fire pit? Well, we didn't take any pictures, just take our word for it. Oh, so you can't prove what you're saying, is that right? With photographic evidence? No. You can't. So when Stephen Avery says, Teresa's bones were never in my fire pit, you can't prove him wrong. It's just your word against his word. See? And when it's your word against his word, then there is no word. It's nullified. Teresa Marie Halbach's bones were never in Stephen Avery's burn pit. Thus, see, Teresa's bones weren't in the burn pit when Teresa was taking pictures of the van. So how did Teresa's bones end up in his burn pit, and you're the one making the accusation? You have to prove it. And you did not prove it because you have no pictures. You have no grid. You have no coroner on scene. And you don't have a Manitowoc County coroner on scene as prescribed by law. So, no, you don't have a body. You have bones show up at Eisenberg's office in a box, but you have no chain of custody. You have no chain of custody from Stephen Avery's burn pit to Eisenberg's office. They just showed up out of nowhere. Well, you never actually determined that they were Teresa's bones because you did not meet the criteria, so therefore you can't prove Teresa was burned in Stephen's burn pit. You can't even prove they were Teresa's bones at all. You haven't proven they're Teresa's bones. You haven't done it. The FBI didn't do it. Those bones have never been positively identified as being Teresa's. See? So, you really want to go into a contract with Stephen Avery in a mock trial? Yeah, it's a mock trial, sure, but if you present evidence... Hey, let's talk about the RAV, huh? Ken, you want to talk about the RAV? Yeah. Well, how is it that Teresa's driving a solid roof and the vehicle that you guys found has a sunroof visor, windshield visor, okay, yeah, across top, you know? Why is that across the top? Because the vehicle has a sunroof. Teresa didn't have a sunroof. We got pictures of Teresa's vehicle. Two of them, actually, and neither one of them have a sunroof on them. The windshield for the sunroof on top. Thus, Teresa did not have a sunroof in her vehicle. How do you like me now, Ken? Yeah. Now, when Pierce took that photograph of Teresa and her RAV4 over at Voyager Park, Teresa is as tall as Baron Trump, okay, in that photograph. And the reason is because the original photograph that's in the Halbach's family album, by the way, shows Teresa at her normal size standing next to the RAV4. But in that photograph, it does not show a sunroof windscreen on the top leading edge above her windshield, slightly back, okay? So what you had to do, Ken, is you had to cut Teresa out and then enlarge her to the point where she covers that up. So her hair covers that up, so you can't tell because now it's covered. But Teresa is now much larger than she would be against that vehicle. See, Ken. So when you measure it out, Teresa's 120 times her size. You know, her size plus 20% more. Okay, she's not 5'6", 5'4", whatever, 5'6". You know, she's not. So the Voyager Park has been doctored. That, and it's from green, and you had to turn it blue. So there's 2 copies of it. And the Halbach family in the family album has the original, actual hard copy photograph. Not the one that you entered into evidence. So there's doctored evidence right there, and the vehicle is a 6-piece 3 Deep Joe Green, and what you're trying to promote is a 8L5 Royal Chapar Pearl K series with K parts on it. Anyway, so Ken, Stephen Avery knows his Toyota color codes. And the Toyota color codes tell a by far different story of the RAV4s. More than one involved. So do you want to go into contract with Stephen Avery? Because he knows how many RAV4s are now involved. We got them all counted out. We know which ones are real, which ones are fake. We got it down. We have it down. So the point of this video here is that I don't expect Stephen Avery and you to collaborate on a project. I don't expect that at all. I'm just throwing it out there. But when you make an offer and Stephen Avery says, sure, I'll go ahead and enter into a contractual agreement with you with the said stipulations, you're not going to take him up on his counteroffer, are you? See, when you make an offer, Stephen could make a counteroffer. And your offer was Stephen tell the truth, so Stephen's offer is you tell the truth. It's equal play, right? Now here's your chance to dispel everything, and prove you right. Now here's your chance. Just you and Stephen, and you're a seasoned prosecutor. You prosecuted this case. And now Stephen says that he will go to court against you himself. So it's not you and another attorney, it's you and Stephen alone. You should be able to just whip his ass with ease, with your experience, Mr. Special Prosecutor. What's Stephen? He's a junkyard dog. Now he's a jailhouse lawyer. You're going to let a jailhouse lawyer defeat you in your own game, in your own case that you won? Now, here's the prize. Talking about the prize? Yeah. Here's the prize. Stephen Avery will admit that you were right. You were right all along. Or you will have to admit that you were wrong. And you'll have to admit that you doctored photographs, you manipulated shit, you were in this thing all the way up to your eyeballs, dude. Yeah, and that you're a corrupt fuck. And by doing that, you can be charged and jailed. Prosecuted and jailed, okay? There's some real stakes going on here. Not this showboat shit that you did on with Netflix now and convicted of murder and all the other fucking shit. Dude, you can finally set it to rest. Dispel all of those fucking truthers out there. Defeat me. Defeat me. Come on, Ken. I'll be coaching Stephen Avery, sure. You know, there's no law against him seeking outside assistance, huh? So, Ken, those bones are not Teresa's bones. Those bones have never been in the fire pit. That's not Teresa's vehicle that was processed in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab. There's at least 2 different vehicles, possibly 3, maybe even 4. So, is that offer still open? Because Stephen will counteroffer you, and you will accept it or reject it. Hey, shit.